question that has been asked probably since day dawn, of when humans probably started walking upright and first evolved into Homo sapiens, and most likely it's been on the minds of many. And no doubt it's not going to change anytime soon. And that question is, what is the meaning of life? What is that? And nobody has a straight answer. Everyone has their own mindset around that question. I suppose some people out there probably know the answer, but I feel what what is the meaning of life? And I feel it's a question that you can't really answer. It's just how you see life, I think. It's how you see life, how you see your life going, what routes you are going down and continue to go down, and what you want out of life. And I think that is the main answer to that question, is that everyone's different. Everyone's different. Everyone has their battles with themselves, whether it's insecurities with themselves, their body types, their faces, their how they physically look, or it could be, everyone has doubts about themselves in some shape or form. Maybe they don't have that drive to move forward, or they need a massive kick up the arse, like in my instance, a massive kick up the arse to realise life isn't as bad as it seems, and to come to terms with the person that I am. And it's the meaning of life for me. Answering that question is, I believe life is all about learning from our mistakes, learning to be a better person, being true to oneself, being true to one's being true to oneself, being true to your ideals and your beliefs, whatever they may be. I mean, I'm not religious, but I do believe in things. I do believe in certain things, and I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in spirituality stuff like paranormal and that. But that's besides the point. The fact is, we all have our beliefs and ideals, the things that we believe in, the things that we love and enjoy. We have Most people have people out there that they feel they can depend on. Sadly, some people don't have that luxury. And, life has really been, life is a huge hurdle. Life is a huge hurdle, lots of twists and turns, and you need to just try to maneuver as best as you can and try to get the best out of life, and which isn't easy. Life isn't easy. Life isn't easy. And I have always been my own worst critic and my own worst enemy. And yeah, even me making this video right now, I still have some doubts about myself. But as I have spoken a few times, even whether it's been on social media, whether people actually believe me is another thing entirely. I wouldn't be surprised if people do believe how much I've changed, or my mindset has changed. When it comes to, in my case, I've always been quite depressed, anxieties, and a lot of insecurities about myself. And recently, I've kind of adopted this mindset of genuinely I couldn't give a rat's ass anymore about what other people may think of me, how, or anything like that. It's, life is too short to dwell on the past. Life is too short to, life is too short to dwell on the past. It's too short to think about what has happened. and it's all about moving forward. And what you make out of life is what really matters. And I'm fortunate to have a job, even though I do moan about it sometimes. But I have a job, I have money coming in. Some people don't have that luxury. And I have a job and I have a car. I don't have my own place, even though I would love my own place, but one of them things. But that is something, again, as life goes on, there will be a time where I will be in the position I will have my own place. It's one of them things. I don't have a family of my own. I don't have a girlfriend of my own. But these are things that will happen as time goes on. There is a time and a place when where everything will start to fit into place as my life moves forward. And it's a lot of stuff's gone on. I won't say too much because you never know who's watching, and I don't know exactly who is following me on YouTube. Because end of the day, a lot of people use accounts, and it's easy to make an email account, a fake email account, to make a bogus YouTube channel just to spy on people or to watch people. It's very easy to do so. So you've got to be very careful with YouTube or anything on the internet when you share stuff. But, there has been some shit that's happened in my life within the past seven years. Fastly approaching 8 years. Well, it'll be 8 years next year. But yeah, there has been some shit that's gone down that continues to dwell on my mind a little bit, but at the same time, I'm done with it. I'm done feeling like I'm in their shadow, and I'm just done with it. I've had enough of it all. It's obviously what I'm referring to is mostly kind of family related shit. Everybody has issues with family. That there comes a time when things get fractured. And even though I know in my mind I've done the right thing, but yet at the same time, I know I've done the right thing with what I've decided to do. But I know, obviously, I've sort of not completely severed my ties, but I just can't bring myself to just walk into that side of things anymore, because I'm just done with the drama. And over something as stupid as, over something as pretty trivial, in my opinion. At the same time, I understand the reason why it happened. I understand mistakes was made. I'm not talking about mistakes I've made, by the way. It's just, things have happened. I'm trying to answer this in a way where I'm very careful. But, it's just, things have happened. Mistakes was made. And obviously, as many of you already know, my mum passed away, and it all started around about that time. All this unrest, and it has always dwelled on my mind. And even though I feel I'm doing the right thing, but yet that is really what matters, is that I'm standing by my beliefs and my ideals. And I'm thinking about what would my mum think if I didn't do what I'm doing now. Would my mum not be happy with me, or would she be disappointed in me? And it's things like that tries to make me think otherwise to what I do think. I'm in two minds with my brain when I think about it. But at the end of the day, I'm standing by my ideals. I'm standing by what I feel is true to me, true to myself. And there we go. But yeah, life is a strange thing. life is certainly a strange thing, and I won't change who I am. I won't change my ideals. I'm going to stop dwelling on what has happened and move forward with my life. I'm sick of being in the shadow of the bullshit that has happened in the past. And I just want to move forward. I just want to live my life, experience what life has to offer, the good stuff in life, travel more, travel to different places I've always wanted to go to, be with good friends that do want to be in my company, not those that say they're a friend but backstab you in the back. And I've met a few of those over the years, and no doubt there's a few now, but I can't prove that. And no, I'm not going to say any names, but it's one of them things, you know, yeah, I'm just done with it. I'm done with the fake people. I'm done with dwelling on the past. I'm going to think about number one, which is me. I've never been a selfish person. I don't like being a selfish person. I've always put others before myself. And that has probably been, even though that is not a bad thing to put others before yourself, it's not a bad thing at all. It's just people take advantage of that. Some arsehole-ish people out there will take advantage of someone that puts others before themselves. I will still put some people that are dear to me, I will always put them before myself, like my family, close friends, people that are dear and I care about, I will always put them first. But when it comes to people on the outside of that, I will put myself first. People on the outside of all that, I will put myself first. And just think about myself, move forward, experience what life has to offer. And that is what I believe is what the meaning of life is. Even though this is kind of morphed into two different ideas, this video, but there we are. There we go. Thanks for watching. See you soon.